This video is for BadEditPro. For those of you who enjoyed watching the discussing about Phono Cartridges, about his Phono Cartridges and other stuff like that. And I'm going to talk about one of the most reliable brand. If you never knew this was before, this is a GE C660 cartridge. It does well with the Wildcat because it can be the C60 cartridge can be found on a Wildcat record player. The C650, it was also on the automatic series turntables, and this one's not one of the most reliable cartridges out there because if you have seen, it does not have a flip over stylus. And if you haven't seen this before, I'm just going to give a little discussion about it. This came with the GE Wildcat record player. The tone arm looked pretty interesting, like the ones you've seen in, unlike the other GE type record players. Yep, the tone arm can also be used on any GE record players like this, especially his 1972 GE stereo record player, the one he showed it on his the other channel about a year ago, which was the Vinyl Records Never Die. And it has one interesting feature. It has one of the most, if not the most absolute feature of them. It had a plastic tone arm. Take a look at this. It's plastic, and it's not steel or anything like that. This is plastic. Like all children's record, like all kiddie record players they use on anything, like DJ or any other brand like this, or Playtime. It does have a plastic tone arm. The plastic tone arm is kind of more like a DJ kiddie record player back in the 70s when they tried to make cheap plastic tone arms that was appealing to kids or teenagers. And you can see on the bottom has the GE emblem on there, and it has no screws. But yep, you can see the GE emblem, and you can look at the review here. You can see here. This has a cartridge. You can see it's a ceramic cartridge, but I'm not kidding. It has one of the most dumbest feature ever made. It has one of the worst feature ever. It does not have a flip over stylus. It has a C660 stylus that built into the cartridge, and you can see it doesn't flip over. It only has look at this. It has an elliptical stylus. You can see the I don't have any information or I don't give any info on this thing. I don't have any technical data on this because it doesn't appear on any needle doctor website. The C660 ceramic cartridge is definitely probably not the. Some people think it's probably not the most reliable cartridges to find. And I know it sounds pretty decent at times because, especially LPs or 45s, it does sound really well, but it's probably on one of the most cheap record players ever. And if you have to find but Needle Doctor. Here's a good thing. Needle Doctor is a website where they sell all these replacement needles. You can see, as you see here, it has the tone arm, and you can see on the top of it, it has an airplane-shaped stylus. I know I only have one, so I don't have any of these replacement stylus as of right now, but I don't plan on getting them anytime soon, because there are certain websites that you can order the replacement ones. You can try to find is on eBay or Needle Doctor or Garage Records or whatever site it is. You have to check that out, or something on certain websites. They also have a ton of new old stock replacement stylus for my GE Wildcat. Or if you have never seen, I'll have to see one someday if I can go to other stores like that. They have a set of extra pair of the same stylus that I showed you. And this one does not have a flip over stylus. If you have seen, the needle is actually, it plays very well with this because of the tracking force to that. I have posted these on other channels, like you can see. Then you can let me focus a little bit, and I have to zoom. Yep, it's the cartridge. You have seen a cartridge like this. Yeah, you can see it has a pointy needle on there. It has to place diamond needles or something. but not the sapphire or anything, or elliptical stylus would be a fun way to do, because it's got some great, excellent tracking force. As you haven't seen, it has the contact area. I have the cross section if you have an elliptical one, but I don't know anything like this. You can try to find them. Like all plastic record players like this for the day, like equivalent to the turntable, the ones I have right here is an Audio-Technica cartridge. The ones that I have shown right there. I know those of you who have seen BadEditPro's video, you can check that out. It's a pretty good thing. It plays records like this, LPs and 40. It plays 33 and 45s, but for some reason, I know there's a speed thing on there. Yes, it actually has a 78 speed, but it does not track very well with those. It's got one not the most absolute sound quality ever made, because I posted a couple of videos on my other channel, WCPR 1620 AM, and I did post a few of these 78s because it sounds very crappy, because the sound quality was pretty decent, and it's not the most popular, reliable sound you can't hear on a 78. I know a lot of people were rumbling and had a lot of bashing about ordering a 78 needle replacement for it. I don't have any. Yeah, there is no 78 stylus on there, because it just has only one LP 3045 stylus. It's a regular diamond stylus. If you know the name of the thing on the bottom says diamond stylus, I believe. It's yeah, it's kind of like the GE was making those other products that were actually appealed to them, because back in the 1970s, like a lot of people don't listen to 78s. I don't know anything like that. I've enjoyed listening to 78s, but it sounds okay. But it sounds okay because of the tracking issues, like with the hissing and the noise, and you can hear the background. You hear the noise, the hissing noise. Yeah, but it would cause a 78 to get. I don't know. It's kind of like it was a rumor. It's kind of damaged the record, the 78, and the whole thing. So I don't know anything about, have no information on the 78 stylus for this Wildcat, but the LP stylus is safe for now. I always enjoyed that because it can track records well, and depending on the tracking force of this thing, because it's I don't have, as I said, I don't have any specific data on there. It's got, I don't know, it's a little bit of output, but the channel balance is like maybe nearly below average or whatever. The frequency response is like, I don't know, it's some kind of like a cheap ceramic cartridge. I guess it was doing okay, but the stylus tip mass is like 0.6 milligram, or a tracking ability, or the FIM distortion, recommended tracking force, blah 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 blah, and it can track only 1.0 grams, or yes, it was actually a 0.5 grams on the toner. I'm gonna show you the whole thing for a second. Hold on. And according to the on that record, I'm just showing you how it goes. Album. I'm just going to show you in a plastic jacket. According to that, it has it's only the stereo records. It could track as only 5 grams. The mono records, it could be tracked for only 10 up to 10 grams, and actually 0.1 grams, 0.5 grams. It's you can get an actual stylus. It has, but the stereo recording should be played with a. It's according to the sleeve on the Longines Sinfonette albums. You see here, it's every Longines Sinfonette albums has a sleeve, a jacket that gives you a little information on there. You see, there's a label. It says High fidelity mono records should be played on an appropriate stylus and lightweight cartridge. Up to 10 grams is ideal. Mono recordings will reproduce superb sound quality on either mono or stereophonic record players. And for stereo, these stereo recordings should only be played on the stereophonic equipment. A cartridge weighing approximately 5 grams is ideal. And of course, there's also, we suggest a stylus with proper care. This Longines Symphonette recording will reward you with the rich listening pleasure for years to come. We suggest a diamond stylus for, yeah, but the thing is on the top, on the bottom of the control says diamond stylus is on the GE Wildcat. For finest reproduction and memorable record wear, for best results, please replace the worn styli or something. I only have the stylus too, but and these are in blah 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 blah. I just had to recommend this one because if you're familiar with this GE record player, the C660 cartridge is a way to go if you haven't never heard of. And this is an interesting cartridge. You can see it's a lot of plastic tone arms and stuff. It's not one of the best tone arms out there because like the turntable has a metal based tone arm with the S-shaped tone arm, but this one I think the tone arm looks like it's lined up with the little thing with the GE emblem on the top. And there's you can see the cartridge is actually, it's a C660 ceramic. It's much plastic than this compared to the other either present day cartridges, like you can see the Orthophon, the Audio Technica, and of course the what is this, the Stanton cartridges as well. It's like, yeah, it's kind of more crappy model, but it was alright. But if you've seen a video, like a crappy turntable ends up having a great cartridge, and actually it's pretty well, but it has a good sound quality, a good sounding, and it plays well, and it sounds excellent. So if those of you who haven't seen this one or anything like this, you can check that out. The cartridge is a good thing. So, and I'm going to thank BadEditPro for just sending out to you. And this is especially for BadEditPro. If you want to, if I haven't had talking about discussing the cartridge before. So there you go. That was my overview of the GE Wildcat record player with the C660 tone arm, the C660 stereo cartridge. So I'm glad. I hope you enjoy it. Please, if you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, leave a comment or anything. So I hope you enjoy it, and see you later.